So next, we're going to talk about how to use the quick filters and the custom filters throughout the software. So each one of the data grids you see in all the various tools within the software, you'll see these little search magnifying glass images, I'm trying to say, is when you click on those, you'll get access to quick filters that I like to call. So you can quickly search in those columns. Go to the videos tool and we'll work in here. So when you click on one that has a text, for example, you can see this column has a lot of text and not numbers. You'll get this text search window. And so what you can do is just start typing any word in here, like back to school, and you can see everything come up. And you can see it kind of covers the row a little bit. If you go over to this little thing here, this little icon, and you can actually move this around anywhere on your computer screen, to be honest. But as soon as you click anywhere outside of that little window, it just closes like any other pop-up. For example, like when you right-click somewhere on a page, as soon as you click somewhere else, it goes away. It's the same idea for this little window here. So that's a handy little thing, and as you type, it will start to filter, and to remove that filter, you click the little X box. Now when you come to a column that has numbers, you'll have some options here. So if you click that, you'll have all these different built-in filters that you can just quickly select, and it'll automatically update the grid. Again, you can move it out of the way if you want. And if you want to clear those filters, you can click the clear filter button there. Now, let's say there's something in here that you want to try that's not there. So, for example, I want to see everything greater than, say, I don't know, 122. Click apply, and it'll apply that filter to there. That's pretty cool. And you can do the greater than and less than. No, there's nothing less than that. Let's try like something like that. Oh, there we go. So yeah, if you just say less than 600. So that's how you can manually put it in there. So that's how you kind of use the quick filters. It's really that simple to do. Now let's talk about custom filters. So if we just go down to the bottom, you'll see this filters button. Most of the grids will have custom filters. So if you click here, the first one is to clear filters. Like, so let's say you had a couple of filters built in. You can actually go, or not built in, some quick filters applied to the grid, and you'll notice that the column will turn green, and that represents, that basically says that column is filtered. So we go filters, we can clear all filters, boom, just like that. So now what I want to do is let's take a look at show filters. So you go down here, go click show filters. You can see the actual filters in action here. If you actually do some quick filters, you'll notice them showing up over here as you do them. They kind of show up there. And you got access to all your filters here for each grid. As you move to different tools within the software, this window is open at the same time, it will update. So if I go to channels tool, you'll see it switched over the channels, but there's no filters we have applied on this in this grid. But let's say we did. We have one filter there. Now you can see if I go back to the videos tool, it will change to the other filters in the videos. So now we see them, and back to channels. If we go to comments. So that's how you can see the given filters for each tool. Now what I want to do is talk about a little bit more about these custom filters. So let's go ahead and we can add our own custom filters, and here's how you use it. So we want to add a new filter. Just click the little add button here, and it will add a new row. And in here, you have to click a couple times to get the drop down, and then click again, and then you can see what you want to filter. So let's go and look at, like, say, the title. And I want to select a compare type. Click in here until you get the drop down. I want to see if the title contains the word DIY or something like that. And when you do that, you have to go down here and click apply. And if we move over, we can see that it applied that particular filter to the title. Now I want to show you something really cool here. After a while of using this software, you're probably going to come up with your own set of filters that you rely on to find the data that you need. So I'm going to go in here and I'm going to go remove. I'm going to remove all filters. You can also just remove the ones that are selected. Selected in this particular case means if the row is highlighted. So you can see that this one is highlighted, so that's selected. So let's remove all. Okay. Let's say you have a particular set of filters you use all the time. Like I only want to see videos that have characters of, less than 70. I want to see views that are greater than 500 or 200. Likes that are greater than 500. So let's just say, for example, this is your set of filters that you always use all the time when you're searching for what you need in this particular tool. What we can do here is you can actually save these filters to a custom filter file. Every grid has its own custom filter file. So now we can save that. And let's say we go here and let's just clear out the filters. What we can do is we can open that filter file right from in here and then hit apply, and it automatically applies. Let's try this again. I'm going to remove all filters and I'm going to close out this window. And one thing you can do is you can apply the filter file really quick. So say you did a whole bunch of analyzing here, and maybe you have a couple thousand videos and you want to apply your filters really quick. You can just go filters, load filter file, and find it. As soon as you hit that, boom, your filters are applied, and now you've got the data that you want. Pretty awesome, right? Another way to do that, if I clear out the filters, you can right click and go to filters, and you got access to the data here as well. Load filter file, just like that. And so every tool has its own filter file, and yeah, it works extremely well. And that's basically how you use custom filters. It's quite self-explanatory, very easy to use, very customizable, which is important so that you can utilize custom filters in your own file, and just makes it really fast to get to the data that you want. And if you're using this a lot and you have your set of filters you always rely on, then you might as well save it to a file so that you just quickly blast out your filters right away and you get the data you need. Now you can save the data to files, give it to your staff, or give it to your outsourced workers, or maybe you're doing actual research for clients. You can create all the files and deliver the files to your clients. So this just makes things work really fast and quickly.